Hi, I'm Lenore Waring with McNichols Learning Center and the Dyslexia Foundation. Hold on. TLDR. And who cares? Researchers do. Usually a kid texted to a friend making a joke out of a missed assignment. But adults do it too. I check out a summary on SparkNotes rather than read a book. Let somebody else tell me what it means because I don't have time. Why should we bother? Computers have given us so many more opportunities to perform so many more tasks. Let the computers tell us what's going on and what to think. We adults learned to read either poorly or well 2 or more decades ago, right? But it's a different world now. Can you count the times that you and your kid sit down and actually talked about a book? Even for 10 minutes. It can be really hard to find the time. And poor readers are lucky. Now they have all that digital material. They can scan on their tablets, on their phones, their computers, listen to audiobooks, so they don't need to read well, right? Wrong. With media so ever present, the literacy brain either isn't developing or it goes to sleep. For air traffic controllers or gamers, that's fine, unless they're working. But even air traffic controllers and gamers sometimes have to read printed material longer than a page, some that might even need some heavy-duty comprehension done to understand. Without a literate brain, their eyes are going to glaze over. Think about it. If reading something takes longer than 5 seconds to understand, they tune out and move on. That's what media has programmed all of us to do. Don't get me wrong, I love media. But it is stunting many young readers' minds before they even get a chance to bloom. The faster pace of digital reading just doesn't have the time and patience for studying compound, complex sentences in long paragraphs. fMRI imaging show that brain sees media text as one image, not as separate words. And digital media develops brain wiring for multitasking, not deep reading. There's no critical thinking, which has nothing to do with criticizing people, because media does the thinking. So what does TLDR stand for? Too long, didn't read, but you already knew that, right? If you are thinking about your child, I hope he or she is younger than 10. Why? Because that's when the reading neurons connect easier. When it comes to reading, at birth the child's brain is a blank slate. It has to redirect neurons hardwired for other basic tasks of seeing, hearing, feeling, touching, to make the sounds they make with their mouths with letters and words. Infants who snuggled up to their parents' laps to see the letter D on a page and hear the sound D gave their literacy brains their first looks at reading. And between the ages of 5 and 10, those early experiences gave literate brains their biggest lead up to real comprehension. Let's say your best efforts have gone nowhere. What if reading a page is still a struggle because sounds like t and d still get mixed up? They're made their same way, but one is voiced and one is unvoiced. Whether it's a learning disability or too much media, there is hope. Literacy therapists specialize, like in Linda Bell, Orton Gillingham, Wilson Reading, and or Slingerland methods. They can help that dyslexic and also the media marvel. Have you ever heard of the biliterate brain? That brain has mastered both worlds, literal, literate, and digital. So, Snuggle with your loved one. Point out sounds and words in a real book and don't give up. Even if it seems to be tough going, let the digital take a distant back seat to printed book reading. Start with, dare I say, literature and poetry with rhyme and rhythm to it. Let the media be the appetizer or the dessert, not the main course. And if they're over 10, make a course correction. It will help in school and in life. Well, we're all wired for novelty. In ancient times, it kept us alive because we noticed things that were new and different outside our caves, like saber-toothed tiger tracks. What's today's novelty? Digital media, which means we're ignoring everything outside around us but our phones, and we're walking into cars and falling into fountains. Think about it. Hit the books.